Hey, morning YouTube. How y'all doing today? All right, today I'm going to talk to you about how do we talk to people? How do we talk to people? Are you a good talker or a bad talker? How do you talk to people? You know, how that came about this morning is with my wife, and we was done having prayer, and I thought about something I shared with her earlier in our marriage. I said, if you talk to another man better than me, something's wrong. And if I talk to another woman better than I talk to you, something's wrong. Not with her, but with me. So that brings me to this conversation today. And I want to talk to you about that because there was times where I did not talk so good. And I had to ask my wife and apologize to my wife. Babe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you like that. I shouldn't have said that. And it takes a big man or woman to say, I'm sorry. You know, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I did that, which was wrong. And so it's just recognizing that, hey, I need to watch my word. I need to watch what I let come out of this. What I let come out of this. And you know, the old saying I always use is that whatever's in the well is what's going to come up in the bucket. Whatever's in the well is going to come up in the bucket. So we need to think about what's in us. And it's kind of like an orange, anything. When you squeeze an orange juice, or orange, you get orange juice. When you squeeze an apple, you get apple juice. We have a juicer that my wife, we love to use. And my wife uses it all the time. A juicer. And so, are you being juiced? Are you being juiced? And you're getting squeezed, and then those words that are coming out of you is really what's in you. So where do we go from here? How do we deal with that? We need to address these things within ourselves. Sometimes the problem, we want to point the finger, but as the old saying goes, we point with this one, but there's three right here pointing right back at us. So we need to sometimes look within ourselves instead of looking outside ourselves. And sometimes the problem is not on the outside, it's on the inside. So that has a tendency to manifest itself in how we're talking to somebody. And I just want to challenge you and encourage you is that don't talk to somebody else's kids better than you're talking to your kids. If you're in a relationship, are you cussing your spouse out? Are you cursing them? Or are you blessing them? Because see, it's one or the other. It's either good or bad. What you're doing or what I'm doing with my words in that relationship. So are you blessing them? Meaning that you're putting a smile on their face when you talk to them, even in the difficult conversations. Can you walk away from that conversation and realize, you know what? We didn't agree, but we didn't turn it into a personal attack. And I've been guilty of that with my words before. And it's like, God, why I do that? You know, you jump off topic, then you jump onto something else because you're not winning or whatever. Then you start attacking the person's character or who they are, when really that's not right. It's not right. So I come from a standpoint of not as someone that's got it all together. I come from the standpoint of one that recognizes. And as the old saying goes, sometimes we just got to recognize. Are you recognizing you? Are you recognizing how you may think some jacked up stuff and then say some jacked up stuff, then wondering why you're hurting people, wondering why people don't want to, they keep their distance. It's kind of like beating a dog. There's dogs and animals that's been abused, and you beat that dog or that cat so long, it has a tendency to withdraw or stay away because they associate too much pain to getting close to you. So the thing is, when people think about you that you've maybe cursed out with your words or whatever, or talk mean to them and stuff like that, are they keeping a distance from you because it's too painful to get close to you? And so words are something we can use to really love on someone, bless someone, help heal someone. You have healing power in your words. You can heal someone with your words by just giving a friend a call and telling them something good. But today's topic is just more so on how you're talking to people, especially the ones that are close to you, in your home, in your circle, in your environment. So that's what I want to encourage you to do is to look at how you're talking to people, especially people that are close to you that live in your own house. And this is for children, adult children, sometimes young children. If you're listening to this message, you're supposed to hear this. How are you talking to your mother? How are you talking to your father? Are you talking respectfully? Are you honoring them with your words? Either you are or you're not. And you need to be honest with yourself. To thine own self be true. To thine own self be true. So I just want you to really think about that. Take inventory of your conversations. Reflect back on your conversations that you've had with people. See how sometimes the conversation went south because you turned the steering wheel south. You took that left turn. Oops, the conversation went left. You know, well, you may be going on that bumpy road of the conversation, but you can take and turn back around and get back on smooth terms. Get back on that smooth road, smooth terms with people. Life is too short to take and have all this conflict going on. And a lot of time this conflict is coming from the inside. It's manifested in itself verbally through our words. So use your words wisely. Use them wisely. Stand guard over your words. Pick your words like you go into the grocery store and you're picking out fruit. You just don't grab the first word or the first piece of fruit. You take and you get it, you look at it, you inspect it, check it out, or you put it back. Sometimes I'm encouraging you to put some of them words back that you're thinking about picking up and using in your conversation. Don't even use them. Use some good words. Get some good fruit. Good fruit. Be a fruit inspector. Inspect the conversations that you're having. Inspect it before they come out. Think about what you're going to say. Just don't blurt it out. Some people just talk for the sake of be talking. Choose your words wisely because you're going to eat the fruit of your words. You're going to eat them in the conversations that you have with people, and especially with your loved ones. Men, I want to challenge you, men and women. As well, number one, men, because you're supposed to be the head of that thing, the head of the household. I want to challenge you to be mindful of the roof that you have over your home. You're the protector. You're the protector and the provider. Be a good protector. Be a good provider. But protect your family with your words. Women, protect your family with your words. Some of you talk to your kids, you're just like your daddy. You're just like your daddy. Well, they know you don't like their dad. So you're talking to them with the same negative emotions you have towards your ex. And that's another thing that people do. They take and use their past circumstance or situation, bring it to the present. Now the kids are the recipients of that. You don't take it, they don't inherited the negative conversations that you've had with your spouse. Now they're inheriting that negative conversation because you've not healed from that. And that's another subject to talk about, is healing. How to properly heal and heal from those old wounds. So now we don't go around hurting people. It's one thing about people, they found that in sexual abuse cases and things like that, that the victim now becomes the perpetrator. They now perpetrate the same thing. Are you perpetrating bad words on someone because you received bad words? The buck's got to stop here. You got to draw the line in the sand and say, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this to my kids. I'm not going to do this to my spouse. I'm not going to do this to my partner, my girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you have. I'm not going to do it. So that's my challenge to you, is to take and choose your words wisely. Choose them wisely. Now, I know this is YouTube, so I'm talking to you, and you two over there. I'm talking to you, okay? I've been where some of you are at. And I'll tell you what, it's better when we recognize that, hey, I can do better. It's better when we recognize that I can do better. I challenge you, I encourage you, do better today. For yourself and for those that are close to you, that love you and that you love. Just don't misuse your word. Don't abuse your word. Don't be a word abuser, okay? Don't be a word abuser. Be one that uses words properly to edify and to build up. Holla at you later. Have a great day.